Hi there, now that winter's over and spring is finally here, it's time to pull out the outdoor grill. We at Prince George Fire Rescue would like to give you a few tips on keeping your grilling season safe. Before you use your outdoor grill for the first time, there are a few things you should check. One of the first things you want to check is you want to check in the actual burn area to make sure over the winter small animals, the rodents or whatever, haven't built nests or moved into the grill. It's important to take the grill off and remove your burner covers. You want to check your burners to make sure they're not rusted out and you don't have big gaps where you're going to get excess gas. It's also very important to do a visual check of your tank and propane system. You want to pull the tank out, have a look at it, make sure there's no damage, no visible damage, no dents or cracking. You want to look at your valve system, make sure there's no obvious damage into your hose line. You want to make sure there's no cracks or leaking or anything like that. Once you've done a visual check of your system, it's very important to do an actual leak test to make sure your tank and your system is not leaking propane. To perform this quick and simple test, you start with making sure all your control knobs are in the off position. You take a mixture of basic liquid dish soap and water, 50% soap, 50% water, and you lightly brush it around all the joints in your system. Once you've got the soap on, you can open your tank a quarter of a turn, which charges the line. If you do notice bubbles on your system, it's very important that you shut off your tank, take your tank off, and make sure your system is tested and working properly. Before you start cooking on your grill, it's very important that you locate it properly on your deck or beside your house. You don't want the grill right up against your house. You want to pull it away from the wall. You want to make sure it's not under your eaves or any overhangs, any branches of trees, that kind of thing. It's very important while you're grilling never to leave it unattended. You don't want to be running in and out of the house. Also, it's very important not to have small children or pets or animals around the grill that they could burn themselves or knock the grill over. When starting up your grill, there is a procedure you should follow. Number one, you always want to make sure that your lid is open. Number two, we want to make sure that our control valves are all closed before we open the tank. We open the tank, charge the system with the propane gas, and we can return to your control knob. Again, lid open. Press the igniter for 5 seconds. If you do not get a flame in 5 seconds, shut your control knob. Let the system air out. We don't want to build up a propane in there. You don't want to hold the igniter on and the control valve open for longer than 5 seconds. You can get a dangerous buildup of gas, and when it does light, you'll get a dangerous explosion. Okay, so we want to let it air out for a little bit, and then we want to try again. Once you're finished grilling, the safest way to turn your grill off is by shutting off your bottle first, letting the system drain, and when the fire goes out on your burner, you can close your control valve. Hopefully these tips will help you have a very safe grilling season. If you have any other questions or concerns, please visit our website or give our office a call.